I'm going to DM a one-shot from the Book of Layers. It is called the Clockwork Tower. And you all have created new characters for this. Why don't you tell us who you are?
Who would you like to go first?
You go first. You just volunteered.
Okay. Well, this is my first paladin I think I've ever played in any edition of Dungeons & Dragons. So I'm going to suffer through this. But I did decide to take a paladin with a oath that is a bit different than the ones in the player's handbook. It is a homebrew from a company called Bolt 9, and it is the Oath of Despair. So unlike a regular paladin, this paladin, they decide to embrace the darkness and find it easier to combat monsters by becoming one themselves. Those who follow this path have to be careful that the darkness does not consume them, scarring them permanently. So I sort of based this sort of on the Punisher kind of idea, to have somebody who's doing things that could be looked at as being somewhat evil or wrong, but he's doing it for all the right reasons. So his name is McRibben because he is only here for a limited time, as we all are. And he sort of feels that death is just another passage in life, and his duty is to remove all of the deceitful, unruly, or evil beasts in the land. He was a soldier, like his brothers, who are all been slain, and his father. And he has been traveling around. He has been a mercenary and other things since he has left being a soldier, essentially. And most recently, he's been a bouncer, just in different taverns, trying to find his way. He's very depressed.
Brief description of what you look like.
McRibben is a 6'4", dark hair, pale-eyed human. Weighs about 230 pounds. He's very muscular and sort of scary looking. He has scars across his face and burns on his hands.
Leland?
Well, I am playing Jacques Metier, which very, very, very loosely translates to Jack of all trades, as I am playing a rogue fighter wizard, tri-class, goblin. And Jacques, he's actually adopted. He was adopted into this family of nobility. So as a result, saying he's the black sheep of the family would be a bit of an overstatement. He's certainly not the favorite child of his siblings, and basically he strives to live up to this family name and does everything he can to avoid bringing any type of disgrace to the Metier family. And he's kind of dabbled in all of these areas, mostly because these are trades that his siblings kind of specialize in and are true professionals in. And he's just trying to emulate that, again, as they have brought great acclaim to the family. Thank you. Acclaim to the Metier family, and he's trying to live up to that himself. So he does have a French accent, as the Metier are whatever equivalent of French, whatever language equivalent in D&D that French is, I guess. Jacques, also, he doesn't speak Goblin, as he was not raised among his own kind, so he's never spoken the language.
And what do you look like?
So, he's like a typical, short little goblin of stature. He's got kind of the shiny set of chain mail on, and he wields 2 whips, so he's got them both kind of curled up on either side of his hip. And he's underneath, he's kind of got this set of fine robes that he likes to wear. Got to harken back to that wizardry heritage as well. I would say probably for a goblin, he looks he's not very charismatic, but he doesn't look like grubby. Obviously, he comes from nobility, so he's still clean cut. Yeah, bathes occasionally. Still kind of pampered.
Okay. Elena?
All right, so I'm playing a half-elf named Pam. It's Pam in all caps with an exclamation mark at all times. Pam is loud. And Pam, she's kind of got like a Midwest accent. It's very like nasal. And she's a mom. She's just a mom. And she's adventuring.
Empty nester.
She's an empty nester. So she's a half-elf bard. She's neutral good. And she's about, let's see. She's 5 foot tall. I picture her in some kind of like mom jeans and like some kind of clanky jewelry and like a little eclectic but like put together.
If it's clanky jewelry, I might make you roll with disadvantage for stealth checks.
Please. Okay, she's got like scratch that. That's just how I picture her, right? Like a homemade mom jewelry.
When she's not adventuring, she's got the
when
jewelry
she's
on.
Performing, okay, yeah, that'll be part of her entertainer's get up. So yeah, she took the background of entertainer, and I hate to break it to you, Jacques, but I'm the jack of all trades. So
quite literally
I am. I am proficient in 1, 2, 3,
everything.
12 skills I'm proficient in, and then because of jack of all trades, I get +1 to anything I'm not proficient in. Yeah, I don't know. She's got a rapier and a dagger and a crossbow and, a few different things going on. She speaks Goblin, Elvish, and Common. And she's just the mom. She's just trying to be hip. She's trying to take care of her any friends or family because she's an empty nester. She's got to be taking care of someone she needs to be needed. And, yeah, to a fault.
And Bill.
That's Pam. I am also playing a paladin for the very first time. The difference between John and I being that this is only the second character I've ever played.
Yeah, super original.
Hey, I chose paladin first. He copied me. My paladin goes by the name of Drudge Jed. Not inspired by anything at all. He's a Scourge Aasimar. He'd probably be similar in size to John's paladin, but maybe a bit less muscly, and still his presence would be known wherever he goes, and he would maybe instill a little bit of fear in some people, but less so because of his heft and more so because of just this almost like an aura or like an otherworldly presence that he puts off.
What is an Aasimar for those that don't know or don't remember?
True.
Yeah, so that's a great question. They're essentially a human that is, they're sort of imbued with, like a celestial power. So, part of that I think would kind of seep through his persona and his presence. And that's kind of how he is a little bit intimidating at times, or just looks like someone you might not want to tangle with. If this were set in our current universe, he would hail from a bit east of us, the Carpathian Mountains, which is in Romania. So he comes from a long line of noblemen and women. Some of them may have been countesses or counts. And his family's always been kind of respected, but more so out of fear than respected for their good deeds. I wouldn't say that that's the case. They've been known to live, some of them, very long lives. And he chose to be a paladin sort of in rebellion to the pressures from his family. And because his family has a little bit of, there are some, let's say, skeletons in the closet with his family. So he's felt pressured to go down a path that was not for good, and took an oath to be a paladin. The oath that I've taken is the Oath of the Ancients. So it's a bit more focused on protecting all that is good in the world, maybe from nature, or even you could think that it's, people's right to express themselves via art, or...
It's like less of a specific deity worship, right?
Yes, exactly. That's him.
Okay, what do you look like briefly other than being tall and not as muscular?
Yeah, I have kind of like almost a silvery hair that's longer and a little bit radiant. My eyes are similar. They look a little bit odd and foreboding. I don't have any big scars or anything like that. And I've got some armor and a shield and a sword.
Well, I wrote a backstory that I thrust upon you all, so I will read that out so everybody else knows how this adventure starts. You were all sitting in a tavern one night in your hometown of Strathmore. Pam, Jacques know each other and are sitting together at a table. Drudge and McRibben are off at separate tables, not yet aware of each other's existence. Suddenly, there's a loud ruckus outside. Several people, you amongst them, go out to see that a few orcs have wandered into town and are tearing up the town. All the people that went outside fight to protect the town, and you four are the only ones that survived this battle. You were bonded by this experience, and you started spending time together, and discovered that you actually liked each other. I know it's new for you guys, but I think you could go with this. One day, a group of bandits come to call. The townsfolk look upon you to save them once again. And you do. The nearby town of Willowdale has heard about your group and has asked you to come visit and look into a problem they're having with their Clockwork tower. And they're willing to pay you for your service. So you go over to Willowdale, and you go to speak to Mayor Bigby. You enter the mayor's office. You see a very slight, hunched-over, older gnome woman wearing a dark blue velvet dress that is immaculate. Her office is sparse and extremely clean, and smells slightly of the lilac flowers that are the only decoration in the room. She is sitting behind a desk, the top of which is completely bare of any accessories. There's only one chair on the other side of the desk, and she does not ask any of you to sit. The Clockwork Tower was commissioned by the wealthy and retired adventurer Jeanneline Geyer. As the tower neared completion, she grew deathly ill and only survived long enough to hear the clock tower chime for the first time. Some say the tower is haunted. The Jeanneline's spirit is unhappy with people trying to tinker with her greatest creation. When the Clockworkers Guild inspectors tried to shut it down, one of them was crushed by the massive gears and perished, which only furthered the rumors of the tower being haunted. Now it's abandoned and left guarded by 2 clockwork guardians to deter further visitations. She pauses and looks at you slyly. You may not know, but the gear goddess Rava smiles on all such creations, and destroying them is an affront to her sense of balance and industry. In other words, it's quite unlucky. When I asked around about finding someone that might be able to help with our little ghost problem, I was told tales of your prowess. We would like you to find out why blue lights have been seen occasionally flashing in the window, and definitively discover whether or not the tower is haunted by its former owner. We are prepared to pay each of you 50 gold pieces if you can figure out what is going on.
Oh, oui, madame. We shall help you.
Good. Go.
Okay, bye.
So, we cannot kill these Clockwork Guardians?
You could try, but it is considered quite unlucky. I guess you don't know anything about the Guardians?
I do not.
Well, I don't know for sure what they left in there, but I know there tend to be huntsmen and hounds and other things that get turned into clockworks. Hounds tend to be seen as status symbols as much as tools. They're infused with the spirit of a hunting dog and are loyal trackers and guardians. And the huntsmen, well, they're typically used by police to hunt down people. They're pretty tireless and kind of hard to stop. Any other questions? Okay, go! Get out of my office! Go away!
Okay, bye-bye. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Okay.
So you walk out You walk out of the office and you can't miss the clock tower. It's just outside of town. It's 60 foot tall. It's a pretty big thing. There's a pretty big clock right on the front of it. On the west side of it, there is a door. There's a large door that looks like it's the main entrance. And on the eastern wall, if you look, there's one window. About 40 feet up, the grime encrusted. You can't really see inside the clock tower at all through that. And on the front is the large clock face. And you look at it and you think about it for a second, and the hands are nowhere near the right time. It doesn't seem like it's functioning at all. It has been abandoned for months. What do you do?
I will walk towards the door. Oh, wait a second, that's on my character voice. I'll walk towards the door.
Do you say out loud everything you're going to do?
McRibben narrates.
Yeah, there you go.
McRibben.
No, I think what we would do is we've obviously accepted this task, so the first thing to do is walk up to the door and see these clockwork guardians or guards or whatever.
You don't see any clockwork guards. You see the clock tower, and you see a door, and if you go to the other side, you see a window.
Okay, so I think what I will do, what McRibben will do, is walk up and try to open the door.
It is locked. It's a fairly simple lock, but it is locked.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, you need my expertise, no? I shall open his lock and do it sweet.
I step back.
All right, I will try to pick this lock.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Okay.
Pam's like, come on, Jack, you got this.
That is only a 10.
The lock doesn't open.
Oh, man.
You said so. This window on the east side is like 40 feet up.
Yep.
Is the side of the outer walls of this clock tower, are they fairly like smooth, or?
It's all wooden. Sorry, it is a wooden clock tower, just wooden planks, going vertical.
Okay. But I'm afraid could not get this door open. The lock is very sophisticated.
Does it
I
look
also
like a very
say it's not a
sturdy door?
very hefty door. No, it's not like an aluminum door. It is a wooden door.
I take my great axe and hit the door right at where the lock would be to see if I can just bust it through.
Give me an attack.
14?
Oh, the door kind of... You see the door move a little bit, but it doesn't really look... I mean, other than the fact that your axe hit wood, it doesn't really look like you damaged it that much.
Okay.
A little sturdier than that.
You can keep hacking away, but we could perhaps climb to the window, no?
That's a very high window.
It is quite high, yes, but...
Do you want me to throw you up there?
That's a good idea. Good.
Jacques?
Yeah.
Why don't you give me a perception check while you're looking at the clock tower, at the actual clock? And McRibben, are you going to continue banging on the door?
Yes, I will.
Attack it again.
That's
Come
a
on,
6
get it,
for
Ribby.
perception.
That'd be a 14.
Oh,
You
McRibs.
want me to roll damage?
No, because you didn't hit the damn door!
He keeps missing.
Okay.
If we are what is considered to be the most skilled around here, then this town could be in trouble, no?
Yes, the town is in big trouble.
So he's literally missing Emily. Like, I'm watching him miss his hit.
He's hitting it, it's just not doing anything to it.
Okay.
McRib, should I
Yes.
try to pick the lock?
Be my
Jack,
guest.
what did you do? Should I try?
Of course, but it's quite sophisticated. Oh,
Okay,
I
okay,
do not
okay.
know if any of us could handle it.
Alright, chill out. So I walk up there like all prancy like, and I try to pick the lock. I get a nat 20.
Fuck it.
My sleight of hand is also
Bullshit.
+4, so it's all good. Yeah!
It takes you like 2 seconds, you pop the lock and you open the door and you're like, that wasn't
And
hard.
Pam's like, BAM! You guys are so silly.
Ah.
on,
well
let's
done,
go.
Pamela. I knew I liked you for a reason.
You walk in, and what you see is a very dusty room. There is one table, one desk, with a chair, and it has drawers on either side, and there is a wooden chest. in this room. The ceiling is about 10 foot high. The room's about 25 by 30. It has a door on one wall opposite you.
Do we hear anything?
So everything is, it's like I said, it's all dusty. It's kind of musty smelling. It's obvious nobody's been in here for months. You hear a slight sound of whirring and clicking and gears moving.
Oh, so we hear machinery even though the hands outside weren't working. So something in here is moving.
Yes.
Okay. There's like a thick layer of dust around, like on the floor, like no prints or anything in it. Do we?
Give me a perception check.
God, my perception's so. Ooh, natural 20. Ah, take that, Pamela.
Good job, Jack.
You see footprints here and there. There is a slight trace of footprints going out the door, but then there's also some weird footprints like on the desk in different places.
Ooh, somebody was having fun dancing on the desk.
You say there's a door? Where did you say the door was?
Opposite you, so if you look down on roll 20.
Yeah.
The door you came in, there's another door opposite that, but it is not anywhere near as sturdy of a door. It's an inside door.
Is it shut?
Yes.
I will walk over and try to open it.
Okay, it opens.
Okay.
Perhaps we should maybe check out this chest first, no?
Oh, you go ahead. I just want to see, is there anything, what that noise is? Is there any light? It's dark in here.
No, there's light coming in through the clock.
Okay.
It's glass. The clock itself is made out of glass, so there is some. It's not translucent glass, not transparent glass, slightly opaque. So there is some light coming in.
Okay, but I can see fine. I don't need to light a
Yes.
lantern or a torch or anything. Okay.
Correct. You can see.
All right. I just stand by the door.
Okay. I mean, I'll check out this chest if anyone, unless someone has an objection.
No, go for it.
No.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to open it.
It does not open. It appears that there is a lock on it.
This is gonna be the.
Come
pain.
on, Jacques,
Alright.
you got it.
I would like to try to open it.
Yes, Mr. Rogue, try and open the chest.
Well, I have a +7, so that was a pretty shit roll on that that door. Okay, that's better. I got a 21.
Okay, you open the chest. Inside the chest, you see.
Oh, Pamela, thank you for the encouragement. No, it helped tremendously.
Oh yeah, always a cheerleader. When you open the chest, I get my lute out and it's like makes noise. Jackpot.
You see some equipment that was left behind by the Clockwork inspectors when they had come in. And an explosive device. 2 of them, actually.
Okay.
What's in there, Jack?
Do I? So like I recognize them as such?
I think it's more like, think of it as a stick of dynamite.
Ah, okay. Holy shit.
It just says explosive device, but I would think it'd be like a commonly recognized
Right,
one. So
not some, like-
you see 2 sticks of dynamite.
Okay.
Is it made by Acme?
Big Acme stamped right on the side.
There's some equipment and a boom boom stick. 2, in fact.
You think the equipment might be worth 15 gold pieces.
It could be worth some gold if any of you are interested, but nah. So would someone like a stick? A boom boom?
I would take one.
Stop saying boom boom stick.
I'll walk over and grab one out of the chest.
Drudge, it suits you quite well, my friend.
Yes, thank you very much.
So yeah, I don't really have any interest in like the workers' equipment or anything. Is it like clothing, like outfits, or is it like stuff to like work on the clockwork mechanisms?
Stuff to work on the clockwork mechanism.
Okay,
tools
so it's
of
like
some
tool.
kind.
Okay, yeah, I don't have any interest in that. Yeah.
I'm pretty good with tools. I'll take them.
So McRibben seems a little annoyed by the fact that these guys are just, stealing things, essentially. But he doesn't say anything, but the look on his face is disapproval.
I look up after picking them up and I think, what? They might help us fix the clock.
So be it. Are we ready to move on?
Yeah, lead the way.
Okay, I sort of glance out the door. I have my great axe in hand, and I sort of stick my head out and listen a bit. Does the noises seem to be louder or different?
Yes, it is louder when you go out here. Now you can smell a kind of a mechanical, oily smell. when you open the door.
Okay.
And there's maybe a little bit of a, you can't quite place it, like a lightning smell, like when it thunderstorms kind of smell, and maybe a little bit of static that you hear.
Okay.
So is it like petrichor, or like from the rain on
I was gonna say petrichor.
the ground, or is it like more like the energy, like, you know?
Energy of like the lightning.
Okay.
So there's a charge to the room.
Okay, I will step into the room.
Well, you have to go down a couple steps. The office is on a little bit of a platform.
Okay.
You get down the steps into this massive room.
I'll follow behind McRibben.
It's roughly 100 by 150 foot. It's just a massive room.
Okay.
And you go down, directly across from you, you see just a pile of rubble, a bunch of used gears, broken gears. To your left, which would be to the north, if anybody's curious, it's 3 massive gears that are turning. They're working. They're horizontal to the ground, and they're spinning. To your right, you see there's another little staircase, and there's the clock. The clock face is right there, and you can see that stairs go up to a hinged door right by where the 6 is. And you see that you could have come in that way had you seen it from outside.
So we can see all the way up to the top of this tower?
You can see about 30 foot up where the ceiling is.
Okay.
On the wall to your right, also just past the stairway, is a gear that looks like it could be a replacement gear in case one of the ones that was working broke or something.
Okay.
And right now, that's about all you see.
Oh, these gears are huge.
They are massive. Massive gears.
And you say we can see the clock face.
You can kind of see through it. It's not transparent, but it is lights coming in, but
Okay.
you can't really see clearly out.
So this isn't a really, really tall clock tower.
It is really tall. You're on one floor. The ceiling is about 30 foot up, and that's what you see.
Remember, there's a window at 40 feet, so it's definitely taller than that.
Sorry, I'm confused about the ceiling is
30 feet.
okay. Why can we see the clock face if we're on the first level of a clock tower? Usually, isn't the clock usually at the top?
You see the bottom of it, I guess.
Okay,
You see
so
the bottom
we
half.
can just see
We can't read the
part
number.
of the circle,
Yeah, you can see the 6.
and it extends.
And 7 and 5.
I see. Okay, it extends above the ceiling.
It's okay. I motion to these stairs and, you know, politely, Pamela, after you.
You're such a good boy, Jack. Thanks.
So these gears are, in fact, 30-foot diameter, 5-foot thick brass gears that stand about 5 feet off the ground and turn against each other. A 1-foot diameter shaft leads from the center of each gear into the ceiling.
I was really hoping we'd have a campaign free of shafts, but
And it seems like it leads to other gears that are in the upper part of the tower. There's a small gear fed by a crankshaft that terminates in a sparkling golden sphere to the west. Provides the motive force to turn the large gears.
huh,
And you
okay.
can just see, to the north, there's a mechanical man and a hound that stand motionless.
Ah.
You can't really make out much detail, but the man just looks like he's wearing black armor. And the hound also looks like he's wearing black armor.
Okay. McRibben, what do you suggest?
Well, there seems to be everything's in order here. We're looking for this mysterious blue light. I say we head up to the window.
Yeah, I agree, mon frère, mon ami, I agree.
So I head over to where the stairs are that go up to the next level.
Okay, well, how are you getting there?
It's not these right there?
Those go to the clock face,
Okay.
and they go to a door that's like it's just a hinged door in the clock face. It looks like it just goes right outside.
Oh, so the spiral staircase over on the far side of the room is what goes up.
Yes, so if you walk into the room a little bit, you'll see over in the opposite side of the room, near where the Clockwork Huntsman and the Clockwork Hound are, there is a spiral staircase. The bottom of this spiral staircase is filled with debris.
Everybody stop, she's trying to get us to walk farther into the room. I know this trick.
So I think I'll move up closer to the gears, where I just
Okay.
moved to, and sort of look across, the room just so I can see what's on the other side of the wall of the office there. Do I see anything moving or anything? around?
You just see some more debris laying on the other side of the wall, and you see that golden sphere that's just, it looks, there's sparks every once in a while shooting out from it, and it looks like, you know, those balls that have the lightning that shoot out of them, you put your hand on them and it goes towards your hand?
Makes your hair all staticky.
Kind of looks like that.
Interesting.
It's not emitting any blue light at all, though.
No.
So up is north, so then east would be kind of on our right? So that would be
Yes.
the wall that has the window, but is not on this floor.
No.
Okay.
You can't see the window.
Right, the window was higher than the ceiling. Okay.
Yes.
Shall we check out this contraption?
I wouldn't get too close to it, Jacques. That big ball looks dangerous.
I cannot tell who is talking. I do not recognize the voice.
Come on, Bill, you can do it.
I can do I want to suck your blood, and that's about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like match pace with McRibben here a little bit here.
Okay.
Move kind of northward and closer to these clockwork mechanisms. I am interested in this electric ball thingamajigger.
Are the gears moving very slowly? Or are they moving relatively quickly? I mean, if I touched it, would it, spin me around, or is it something I could hold on to?
It is not spinning fast. No, they're massive, so they're spinning at a decent pace, but not fast.
Okay.
We should get up on those.
No, Jack, that's not safe. Don't do
I think
that.
I would like to climb on them. Tactical advantage, no? There are things in here that could hurt us.
Yeah, like the gears. Don't do
You
it.
take the
Come
high
on.
ground?
No. You stay down here. You stay safe.
Oh, Pamela, you suck out the fun.
It's not Pamela. It's Pam.
Pamela, you suck out the fun.
I'll walk over towards the golden sphere.
It sparks with electricity, and the air near it carries a strong smell of ozone. The shaft attached to the sphere rotates, turning the small gear that drives the larger gears. So the sphere attached to a shaft attached to a small gear, and that small gear is what's turning the three big gears, which in turn are turning a shaft that goes up to the ceiling.
This seems to be the power source of the clock. Nothing wrong with this. I say we move upstairs, and I'll walk
It
back.
is functional, yes. So, where the shaft kind of goes up, how much of a gap around it through the ceiling is there?
There's a little bit of a gap. It looks like maybe small creatures could climb through.
Like possibly Jacques Metier?
And how big are you?
Well, goblins are like 3-ish feet tall.
Maybe.
Okay, Jacques gets up on this big gear. He wants to try to hop
So
up on it.
as soon as Jacques climbs on the gear, the clockwork huntsman comes to life,
Uh-oh.
and he says,
Jacques!
"Intruders, leave now. I will resort to force."
My apologies. I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm not... He wants us to leave, so I'm not going to get down. Well, okay, I'll get down and see if that does anything.
He kind of powers down a little bit. He's not actually moved.
Okay.
You just saw kind of lights in his eyes come on, and he said that, and the lights dimmed, but they're not off.
What color are the lights?
Red.
Oh, okay. Ooh, creepy.
Her
See
face
red
looks
eyes
so
and this
satisfied saying
black.
Perhaps if I climb up here very fast, you can deal with him, no?
No, Jack, don't.
Could I walk around the far side on the opposite side of this sphere to make it around these gears? Is there enough space there?
Gonna walk around the right side of it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, there's enough space for you to get by.
So I'm just gonna slowly walk that direction and keep an eye on this guy, see if his eyes change at all. See what he does.
Do you believe in the bad luck? The Metier families, they make their own luck.
So nothing happens?
Nothing's happening.
I do not believe in luck, Jacques. Let's go.
Pam's gonna follow Drudge.
Okay. I'm going to start moving up around the opposite side then, the left
She's
side.
gonna say, Jack, You have to the count of 3 to come down and follow us over here now.
Okay,
One.
I'm down.
Okay, there we go. I was gonna get to 2
Pamela,
3/4.
please, count en français. I do not understand.
So
I don't know French.
if I start walking right in front of these guys, in between them and the gears, over towards the staircase, does anything happen?
Nope.
I think we'll just all follow Drudge.
So nothing happens when I get real close to this electric ball thing?
When you get real close to it, no.
Don't touch it. Keep your hands to yourself,
Sounds
Jack.
like M wants you to touch it, Leyland.
Pamela, I agree. It could be a bad idea.
I think I want to walk up about 10 foot away from the Clockwork Hound and just give it a good once-over, just to see how it's made, any weaknesses or anything that I could use if I was going to try to tear this thing apart in some way. It would take off its limbs or something. Is there a weakness?
Well, what you see is a black mechanical hunting dog. It's just a matte black. It looks like armor, but that's what it is made out of. And you see white teeth gleaming in its mouth. And it is just standing there. It is doing nothing.
Do they look like actual, like, dog teeth?
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
Well, metal versions of
Oh,
dog teeth.
okay.
Don't pet the dog, okay? Beware of dog.
Okay, I think I'll move on over to the spiral staircase. They don't look like they're any threat unless we start screwing with their tower.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing the same.
Yeah, I agree.
The staircase is covered in all kinds of different gears and wood and all kinds of other debris that you see scattered around the floor in different places. It's not completely impassable, but it would be very tricky to climb the stairs as is.
Can we clear that stuff out of the way relatively easily, or no?
It's all stuff you can pick up and carry, yeah.
Okay.
On this back wall here, there's more of these, like, replacement gears. Like, are they, like, the size of the working ones? Like, the 30-foot diameter ones?
Yes.
So we could possibly just tip them from the wall and crush these Clockwork people. I imagine they're quite heavy.
Yes. I don't know how they're attached to the wall. Let me think about that for a second.
Are you suggesting this to us?
Perhaps, worst case scenario, we can use the gear to crush them, and then we go about and do whatever we please.
What?
As I
They
say,
would be extremely heavy and
Yeah.
would require a strength check to even move them.
These guards are here to protect the tower and no threat to us.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
gonna
you
take
say
down
so,
the
McRibben?
tower. We're trying to fix the tower.
That being said, if they become a threat, we will have to deal with them as they need to be dealt with.
Yeah, we can put them in timeout or something. It's not a big deal.
McRibben looks confused for a moment, shakes his head a little bit, and then moves over to the steps and sees if
It's
he
just
can
a
start
Pam
moving stuff
comment.
around.
And what are the other ones doing? What are you guys doing? Drudge and Pam and Jacques?
Well, if McRibben's gonna start clearing, I'm gonna help him, like, try to start clearing some of this debris. Or if I can squeeze, I'd probably just go up there.
I'd be helping McRibben clear things away as well.
You're going to move up next to the staircase, Jacques?
Yeah, right up next to McRib.
Pam's gonna move up close to Jack and McRibs and say, "You can do it! Good job, guys!" And just, like, cheerlead.
Pamela, I have noticed that you talk a lot, but you do not do anything.
But my talking is good!
Soon as you get within... Oh, hold on. Let me roll, see if he realizes you're close to him. I'll give you a chance.
Drudge, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm clearing the staircase.
Okay.
Are you trying to be stealthy at all, Jacques? Or are you just up there throwing shit around?
Well, if that's what McRibben's doing, yeah, I'm not. But again, if I could slip through, I mean...
Well, as soon as you get close to the huntsman, he is going to come awake and say, "Intruders! Leave!"
I could be on a gear! This happens anyways!
He comes after you specifically.
Oh, crap.
Roll for initiative.
Can we just talk this out?
It is a machine, it cannot talk. It cannot reason.
Says who?
And And what did you get for your initiative?
I got an 18.
Are we all rolling?
If you want to be part of the fight, right now it's only going after Jacques.
You can do it, Jacques.
Fudge!
I have a 5.
You know what? Pam's
Yeah, I
gonna
have
roll.
a 3.
Pam's gonna roll. She defends
This is
Jacques.
bad.
Oh, Pam gets 6. She cares a little bit. Drudge and Pam are like, maybe we'll help.
Okay, Jacques, you are first up.
What did you get, Jacques?
18.
An 18. Okay, so is this thing like it's got weapons? It's bearing weapons
It has a big axe.
that it is currently holding and brandishing?
It holding above its head, getting ready to swing at you.
Whoa, okay. Okay, I'm going to, as a goblin, I have nimble escape. So as a bonus action, I can disengage or hide. So I will disengage away from this guy. And where should I go? Probably not close to the hound. Okay, I'm going to, bonus action disengage. Boop, boop, boop. Just kind of retreat a little bit. It's fairly obvious that it went directly for me, right?
Yes. You were the only one.
That touched the thing, okay. Come on, you stupid machine! I am right here, no? And I'll back up, and I'll just pull out my whips. And that's kind of all. You know what, I will then also use my movement. I'll just get, like, right far away from it. Kind of right backing up, right up into this electric ball thingamajigger. Ah, come for me!
You mean into it?
Touch the electric ball.
Do not touch
thingamajigger.
it. No, I do not touch it.
Pam! It is your
I'm
turn.
next with a 6? Oh my.
You are next with
Oh
a
my
6.
Wow.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Jacques, what do I do?
I would suggest getting away from it. Pamela!
So my movement's 30, so I'm going back by Jacques.
No, not to me, you crazy!
Oh, right, sorry. Can I change my mind, or you know what? Whatever. She goes back to Jacques because she's protecting her little bird. She's the empty nester. He's the bird right now. Can I talk to Jacques more than I already did?
Yeah, it's your turn. You can say something.
Jacques, do I shoot? What do I do? Do I shoot him?
Ah, oui, oui!
All right. I take out my hand crossbow and I try to shoot it. Oh gosh. My attack uses what? Sorry. Dex? With the weapon?
If it's a crossbow, yeah, it'll be dex.
So my attack roll is 6, so I don't think it's.
What is your dex?
2. So my roll is 3, 2, 5. Yeah.
It's even worse.
What is it?
Right?
What did you roll?
I rolled a 3. My dex
You rolled a 3.
Is it +2?
Okay, so that's a 5.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
no, you don't hit. You go. It goes pinging off the back wall.
I'm like, ah! Oh my gosh! Ah! Sorry,
Good job,
Jack.
Pamela.
I'm better.
McRibben?
I'm better with song.
So this thing is right next to me,
It is.
and it is it has its axe above its head, like it was walking to go over and attack Jacques, right?
Yes.
Is it like kind of tracking me as I move around this room?
Yeah, it watched you move.
Ooh.
Well, it will, I guess, when it hasn't had a turn yet.
Okay, I will attack it. I'm going to take my great axe, which I have there, and I'm going to spin around and try to take its arms off of its body. If its arms are raised high, I'm going to swing high to try to hit the arms with a 14.
14 hits.
8 points of slashing damage. So I swing up to try to take his arms out and clip off of the metal with a spark. And does it look like it's done any damage mechanically?
With a slight scratch in the armor.
Okay.
Oh shit.
That's not good.
Drudge, it is your turn.
What are the odds that there's a big bad boss after this fight?
I wouldn't suggest blowing every single spell slot that you have. If that's what you're getting at.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Okay, I'm also gonna make an attack at this guy with my longsword. And I'm also going to swing at one of his arms. I'm going to try and make an unarmed attack. With a... What do I add to my attack roll? As a...
What kind of weapon you have?
You just said unarmed attack, right?
Versatile weapon.
It's a longsword?
Yes.
Add your strength modifier. And your proficiency if you're proficient with that, which I believe you are.
Are you using it with both hands? That's what the versatile means, right? So versatile
No,
means
I've
you
got
can
a
wield it
shield in
one-handed
one hand.
or two-handed. Okay, right.
Okay. So that is... Oh, I chose dueling fighting as well, so that's +2. So that is 26.
26 to hit. Yes, that hits.
Is that all the damage?
No, sorry, that's 24. I had the +2 to my
probably still hits.
my damage.
His AC is a 14.
Okay, perfect. So that's 4 points of damage.
Ooh, you too put a little scratch in
That's
his
all
armor.
you
Nice.
roll is 1d8?
So with your weapon, Bill. So since you're unfamiliar, right? Because you usually do spells. It's the die, right? Plus your strength modifier, and because of your dueling fighting style, +2 as well.
Oh,
so it's
okay.
more than right.
But you get a 3 for strength, which is your, right?
I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
+2, +3. So 7.
Beauty. There you go.
Yeah.
So it's a
that's
big,
better.
really big scratch.
Medium-sized scratch.
Okay. That's fair.
Did any of us mention when we were talking about our characters that we are 3rd level?
No,
I think
we didn't.
Elena
Okay.
briefly mentioned it.
I
But
said I'm a level 3 bard.
Okay,
I tri-classed, of course.
Well,
Come on.
It is now the huntsman's turn, and he does not like being beat on, so he is going to turn back towards McRibben, swinging his axe in for a hopefully mighty blow. We shall see.
Pamela, perhaps we shall just get out of here, no?
I was thinking that. Let's just run.
13. He swings, you duck, and he misses. Goes right over your head.
okay.
And now the clockwork hound comes to life.
Oh,
His master is fighting, and he is going to bound over to Drudge and try and bite him. That is a 24. 24 hits you,
That
Drudge.
does. It's an impressive hound.
It's white teeth.
14 points of piercing damage to you as it clasps onto your leg. It gives it a little shake.
Holy Hannah.
This is going to be a short one shot.
We see what it does to you, though.
Okay.
Let's run! Let's go up the
I
stairs!
didn't write down how much HP you all have, so
Oh, gosh.
I have no idea if I'm getting close to killing you or not.
I have 33.
Back to the top with Jacques. What you gonna do, Jacques?
Okay, does it... Man, oh man. I'm thinking I want to try to disable this electric ball thingamajigger. I mean, I can only assume that it... I don't know, do I have any... Is there anything that I could piece together that would make Jacques assume that maybe, like this, maybe this thing is also powering these clockwork dudes?
They don't seem to have anything to do with it. It looks
Okay,
like this
they seem
thing
pretty-
is just powering the gears.
Pretty distinctly different.
And it's got, I mean, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Or what's an intelligence check?
Investigation?
Yeah, that one.
Ooh, I'm okay with that one. 19.
Ooh, Jacques. Oh, I wouldn't know what's going on in your head. Never mind.
No, Pamela, I speak out loud quite often.
What about the dynamite?
Oh, shit, I literally forgot about it.
Investigating the sphere, you hear like a whispering voice.
Ooh.
And you piece together that there is an air elemental inside the sphere. It's been trapped.
Really?
That would be a great thing to have on our side, but a very bad thing to have against us.
Yeah. But I mean, it's trapped. If I free it, it's like a
liking-
life debt it owes.
Who all grabbed the dynamite? Bill did.
Drudge did,
and-
but as a paladin, I probably shouldn't have. That's all right. Got shaky
You
morals.
feel something overcome you. And you feel like this electricity going up your arm. And you feel like maybe it needs to get out of you.
Like the electricity, like it wants to move through me into something?
Yes.
Huh.
Like it wants to shoot out of your arm.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to move over just a little bit. A little closer to Pam. And I will point one arm with my whip towards the huntsman, and the other hand is going to touch this sphere.
Jack! What'd you do that for?
Pamela, it's our only hope.
You're worse than my kids. No one ever listens to me.
A beam of cackling blue energy lances out towards the huntsman, forming a sustained arc of lightning between you and the target. Make a ranged spell attack.
Okay. Well, I rolled an 11. I don't know what I'm supposed to be adding to it, but...
What is your, we'll say, intelligence?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do have that as a spell casting. So my... Okay, then that's a 15 total.
Oh, thank goodness that hits him. You get 1d12 lightning damage.
11.
Nice. Good roll.
Remind me of that in a second. When this lightning shoots out of your arm...
Can I flourish this a little bit? My whip hand is like, flinging this whip around, and finally I just crack it towards this huntsman. Shoot this lightning.
When this lightning shoots out of your arm, you briefly, just for a second, think that maybe you see this little hairless, rail-thin creature. Looks kind of goblinish, but smaller and thinner and uglier, if you can believe that. And then it's gone.
Where does he see it? Oh, I mean...
Who sees it?
Jacques. Well, anybody is looking at the lightning, but Jacques definitely sees it.
Where is this creature?
In the lightning.
In
Look,
the
it's
lightning.
there in the lightning
Cool.
for a second, and then it's gone.
That's rad. Okay. All right. Pamela, give it a shot, no?
Does the sphere look like anything happened?
It powered down for a little bit, for a second, like it dimmed, and it's slowly coming back.
Okay.
Pam! It's your turn.
Jacques, I don't
I'm
have
sorry, Leland, you're not going to have fun editing that.
It's alright. Jacques, I don't have a whip. What do I do?
Oh, Pamela, you put your own flourish, no?
Oh.
Shoot your crossbow.
Yeah.
Cast a bard spell to buff up your
Now,
compatriots.
Jacques isn't saying this, but Leland wonders if more than one of us joined hands and tried to use this, if it would amplify, at all.
We should all form just a chain gang, and then the last guy in the line touches the huntsman,
The huntsman, yeah.
zaps him.
Well, Jacques,
Chain lightning.
I don't want to touch it. Here. I don't want to touch it. Are you still touching it?
I don't know. If I'm still touching it, I'll put my hand out to Pamela. Pamela, grab me hand.
All right. So I grab his hand, and I dock my arrow, and I try to shoot my bow.
Well, as soon as you touch his hand, you get shocked, and it hurts.
Ah!
And you quickly pull away, and you take 2 points of damage.
Pamela, I am so sorry.
Good idea, buddy.
You need a comb now.
Yeah, my hair's all frizzy. You messed up my do.
And Jacques, if you're still touching it, you also take 2 points of damage
Oh.
as the shock comes back through you.
Okay.
Do I have a turn still?
Yeah.
Can I be like, whatever, and reach back, and I touch the thing myself, and I shoot my arrow.
How are you touching it if you're shooting an arrow? Because it takes 2... Oh, it's a hand crossbow, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's only a one-hand thing.
yeah. And the arrow was already docked because I thought I was doing it, touching Jacques. So I basically, 5 feet away, I just take a few steps.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Roll a d12 for lightning damage plus your arrow damage.
Yes.
Well, no, you gotta roll
You're
to hit
giving me.
first.
Oh, I
Roll
was
to
gonna
hit
say you're
first.
giving me an automatic
Yeah.
hit.
Magic missile.
No, roll to hit first.
Magic missile.
I'm not that nice.
Sorry. What do I roll? What do I add to my roll? Dex? Is that what you said?
Dex.
Yeah. So that's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Sweet.
Okay, now roll a d12 and whatever your crossbow damage is.
Freaking kidding me. I roll a 1 on the d12, a 2 on the d6. That's 6 points of damage.
Okay, so you shoot your arrow out, and you see the arrow goes at the same time as lightning shoots out and hits the huntsman.
And it gives him a nice little scratch. This is great.
Do we see the creature again?
Yeah.
In the flash?
No, you don't see him this time.
Oh, okay. We just let it out. Pamela, you let it out! It's escaped!
Let what out?
McRibben, it's your turn.
Okay, so I see all this shocking stuff going on. As the huntsman gets hit by this lightning, does it do anything? Does it course through his body and do anything mechanically to him, or does he just seem to take it and?
He just takes it. He doesn't react at all. It does kind of course through his body, but he does. It's like he doesn't even notice.
Okay. Does this thing look relatively heavy and stout?
I mean, it looks like full plate mail armor.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just going to hit it again. I'm going to take my great axe up, and this time with a little more oomph, I'm going to, sort of grit my teeth and go right into it.
Yeah, oomph that thing.
That's right.
Oomph him.
Oomph him.
That would be a 19.
That hits him.
That would be a 13 slashing damage.
This time, with your little more oomph, you actually put a dent in him.
Okay, but it doesn't seem to affect his abilities to move or anything like that. I'm just beating on a wall essentially.
Yes, I mean you are damaging that wall.
Yeah,
but you couldn't tell. There's no reaction. You're not getting any kind of reaction from it.
Okay.
Drudge.
Could I take a few steps backwards and charge?
Well, remember, you got this hound on your leg, essentially. Well, right at your leg. He just took a nibble on you. If you back away from him, he will get an opportunity attack.
Right. Oh, I forgot about that. What if I don't take steps backwards and just try and I mean, he's still get an opportunity attack, won't he? Dang it.
And try and what?
I wanted to try and grab this huntsman and run with him into the gears. And, get him all just ground up in the workings of the gears.
That's what I was sort of thinking too, but
Oh, that's awesome.
it's pretty stout.
You can do that, but the hound would get an opportunity attack.
Okay, and how do the mechanics of that work? Can I make a strength?
You would make a strength check against his... Yeah, strength contest.
Okay.
Your strength against his strength.
How strong is he?
And I'm rolling for him, so you have a good shot.
That's true. Okay.
And also, when you move with a grappled creature, you move at half speed as well.
Oh, dang it. Leland, you're not the DM. Don't
What's
tell her
your
that.
speed? You don't have your speed written down.
The gear's only
Also,
15 feet away.
when you move with a grappled creature, you move at half speed.
Well said.
Sorry, how far are the gears?
Well, I mean, from the
15
huntsman
feet.
himself, it's only 15 feet away.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's about 15 for him to hit that first gear, but it's the outside of the gear, but they are moving, so if you can hold him against it, it would drag him along.
Yeah, I like the sounds of that.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. I'll take that opportunity attack.
Okay.
So how do we do this?
Well, let me do the opportunity attack for the hound first. It rolled a 20.
Does the hound get the opportunity attack when he moves away or when he attempts to grapple the huntsman?
Wait, time out. He rolled a 20? Before
Not natural. Not natural.
before you decide whether it succeeds or fails. Should I?
No, he's moving.
Okay.
What are you thinking of doing?
I have my bardic inspo, baby.
Oh.
I could minus a d6 from that.
Drudge, you don't want to move unless you have the huntsman grappled first, right? Or are you just moving anyway?
I was thinking he was kind of tackling it like a football tackle.
Oh,
Well,
I
I mean,
Oh.
he's right beside me, so I wouldn't really be able to get a running head start. I'm just gonna try and
Basically, you're just going to run into him and push him into the gears, right?
well, because he's directly adjacent to me, I would envision that my only option would be to more or
Grab.
less grab him / sort of pick him up and run with him, right? Because I don't have any runway to get a.
Yeah,
Right.
maybe he should see if he grabs him first, because if he doesn't, he wouldn't move, right?
I don't know.
And then the
It's M's
dog
call.
would-
That's a good point. I'll give you that. You can see if you can move him first.
Okay. So I just make a strength check.
Yep.
For Pete's sake.
You can do it. You can do it, Drudge.
So that's a 9.
Yeah, no, you run into a brick wall, basically.
Okay.
He is not moving. Therefore, no opportunity attack. Which is good, because you would have gotten bit again.
Didn't eat my Count Chocula this morning.
Do you have any other things you can do on your turn?
I think that probably uses my action, right?
That would be his action, wouldn't it, Leland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your action, sorry.
Dang. Is he like a little bit dented?
No, he didn't even notice your attempt.
Is there like fingerprint smudges on his armor?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a grease stain.
That's gonna rust over time.
Yeah, it is.
So, since you just tried to do that and you're all up in his grill now, he's gonna bring his axe around and try and smack you with it.
I'd like to see him try.
You shouldn't have said that. That's a 21.
That hits.
Yeah, imagine that. Oh, but he just hit you. That's 4 damage.
Okay.
He just barely missed you. Guess he was a little off balance from your attempt to grapple him.
I would think so, and he's probably concerned about the smudges on his armor.
He's super concerned about that. He's like, oh no, my shiny appearance. It's now the hound's turn. And since you moved, the hound is now going to... Well, no, you attacked his master, so he's going to attack you, Drudge. 15 hit you?
Nope, that's a miss.
So he's going to try and snap at you again, but you just dodged out of the way. And it missed, and his teeth clack on the air.
All right. I've been bitten
Back
once.
up to the top with
Won't be bitten again.
Jacques.
Okay. Well, this
Once
is looking...
bitten, twice shy.
Yeah, something like that.
This is looking bad for these guys. Just trying to figure out,
You hear a slight staticky whisper coming from the globe again.
like it wants me to touch it again?
Touch me.
You don't know, you just hear this, you can't quite make out what it's saying, you're just hearing this whisper, and it's kind of sparkly sounding.
Okay. Sparkly sounding. Alright, I'm just gonna... Let's just do it again. I'm gonna touch it again and try to do the same little lightning trick here.
Just crackling lightning coming down your arm, feeling like it needs to get out.
Okay. I guess there's no way that I could really hit this hound right. It's kind of on the other side of Drudge and McRibben.
Yeah.
Okay. So Huntsman it is.
Attack roll.
Oh, 14.
14 hits him.
Ugh. Okay.
D12 of lightning shoots out and hits the huntsman.
4.
4 points of damage.
Bogus. Okay, so that was my action, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna move now. Can I hop up under this gear again? With just my move, or is it gonna cost me more than that?
You are only, 15 foot away, so that's like half your movement to move there.
Yeah.
I'll give you the other half the movement to climb on top.
Okay. Boom. I'm up there.
And
Say,
you're spinning around.
Drudge,
Don't forget.
perhaps the boom boom stick, no? And that's me?
Pam!
Elena's not used to casting spells, so she doesn't know how to, go about this. Alright. Pam! Pam's like, guys, I got this! And, she's gonna target the hound and the huntsman. Now, I'm just realizing that Drudge is between them, so that's not great. I wanted to get both of them. Should I do this or should I do the other thing? Because I'm
So
gonna
she's
get...
thinking about casting sleep. You're going to want to target the person with the lowest amount of hit points, I think, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's-
but
oh, no.
I wanted to get both, but I
it
didn't realize that
automatically
they had
starts
moved.
with the person with...
Basically, I
lowest hit
didn't
points.
realize that the huntsman had moved. Dang it.
Yeah.
Is he not within range
Because I
anymore?
would put all you to sleep. I would put all you to sleep unless I target a point that only, touches the huntsman.
What does the spell say?
The spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. I roll 5d8, and I aim within 20 feet of a point I choose. And then the people are affected, ignoring unconscious creatures.
In ascending order of their current
And the
hit points.
total that I roll on 5d8 is the number of hit points of creatures the spell can affect. So the creature with the lowest current hit points, if I were to target 2, is unconscious or sleeping first.
Yeah, it would probably be built.
Well, I was gonna try to target both of them, but now that they're separated, I could still target a point between me and the huntsman.
Yeah.
That would put the huntsman to sleep.
So, theoretically, if the huntsman has, like, we'll say 30 hit points, and you roll a 15, he wouldn't go to
No,
sleep.
he doesn't.
That's
It's a
right.
waste. It's
That's
a
right.
waste.
You have to
of
roll
stuff.
more than what his hit points are.
Yeah.
Yeah, equal
I
to or more.
would save that.
Okay.
They're
I don't
they're
know
also
what to
like
do.
machines too. They
Yeah.
may have some weird immunity.
Who
That's
had
what
the
I was gonna
dynamite?
say.
Yeah, who had the dynamite?
I do, and Drudge.
Can you hand it to me on your turn? On my turn?
Nope.
Yeah,
He
I'd have
can't
to give
hand
you
me
two
the
on my
dynamite. I
turn.
can't go get the dynamite from him.
Well, he's currently not there anymore. He's
Oh,
moved.
Where
Jacques
did he
is
go?
just spinning around on top of this
Where did
gear.
he go? He's on
He's on top of the gear, but the gear is moving. It's spinning, so he's not next to you
If
anymore.
I say like, "Hey, Jacques, throw me the dynamite," he couldn't throw it to me.
I could do it on my turn.
On his turn, not on your turn.
So just how quickly is this thing moving? Like every round, how many squares is it moving me, kind of thing?
We'll say every round it moves you 2 squares. So,
every round or every turn?
if it's every turn, we'll say 1 square.
Okay.
Let's say that. Every turn, it's 1 square.
Okay, I'll make sure I keep myself moving around this thing.
All right, so Pam decides not to put anyone to sleep because that's dumb. Apparently, Pam's gonna hurl some insults at the huntsman. She's gonna use vicious mockery, which is one of her cantrips, and he has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw in order to avoid psychic damage and disadvantage on the next attack that he rolls.
Oh, I like that.
She's gonna say some real mean things, you guys. Pam ain't messing around.
That's a 15.
What do they
What's
have
your
to
spell
be?
DC?
Oh, my spell DC? Frick.
8
13.
plus your proficiency plus your modifier.
Yeah, it's 13.
Yep. So he beat it. So
Ugh.
Nah.
How can he be wise?
He doesn't care about
He's such
the
a
mean
poo-poo
things that you
pants.
said.
He's such a poo-poo pants. Why does that not
Your
affect him?
words just roll right off of him.
Freaking poo-poo pants.
McRibben.
Oh, so sorry, Elena. Like your bardic inspiration, you give that out with your bonus action, I believe.
I know, I could have used it as a
Yes.
reaction as well on my own turn, but I chose to save it.
Oh.
I only have 3 per long rest. I don't think we're getting a long rest. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, not likely.
Or with cutting words, I can use it as my reaction. Is the actual... It's from my College of Lore.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I can use it on myself. Yeah. I still have to give it out, though. Yeah, you're right.
So I'm standing right next to this this dog, correct? This mechanical beast.
You're standing next to the dog and next to the huntsman. You're standing next to both of them, essentially.
All right. So, but the huntsman's looking away from me.
No, it's looking at you.
Okay.
It was Drudge that it attacked last time, so it's looking at Drudge.
Okay. And Drudge is also next to me, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, is the hound biting into Drudge right now, or did he bite him?
No,
and
it
then
bit him and
he missed? Okay.
bit and let go, and then it missed last time. It glanced off his armor.
So I want to grab the dog,
Okay.
and I want to try to pick it up and throw it over towards the sphere.
Ooh.
Give me a strength contest.
Not bad, not bad. That would be a 21.
Okay, you pick up the dog and you throw him towards the sphere.
Okay.
But that's
Can
where
I-
I'm at.
How do I figure out how far you throw him?
I think he lands on the sphere. Last I checked the.
Yeah, he definitely hit the
DMG.
sphere.
Yeah, it's in the player's handbook.
We're gonna hand wave that.
So what's the distance that I would have to throw this beast?
Pretty damn far.
5, 10, 15,
45
20, 25,
feet.
30, 35, 40, 45.
Yeah, 45 feet.
But McRibben's
So-
strong.
It's real
Why
strong.
don't you roll a d10, and that's how many squares you throw him.
Alright.
All right.
10,
That sounds fair.
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
That'd be a 7.
Okay, so he goes.
He's right at Pam!
You throw him 35 feet, and he lands on his feet.
Holy shit.
Like a kitty cat.
Okay.
I said he's a dog.
But how close to the sphere is he now?
And he's faced towards you. He is 15 feet away from the spear.
Okay, I'm going to use my Mark of Despair. This is special to the Oath of Despair. And I'm going to use my Channel Divinity to mark the big guy with a tinge of despair. So as a bonus action, I can point my finger to a target within 30 feet. The creature must make a charisma saving throw or gain the Mark of Despair. So I need you to give me a charisma
Wait,
save.
is this an action to do this?
This is a bonus action.
Fail it.
Yeah, he's got great charisma. That's a -5, so that would be a total of a -4.
I think you didn't
Nice.
make it. So what this Mark of Despair does, it's pretty nice. It says any target marked with despair takes 1d8 necrotic damage from all damage for 1 minute. So anybody hits it, it takes an additional 1d8 for 1 minute. Now that's necrotic damage, so I don't know if has any immunities to necrotic damage or not. I would think probably, but see what.
It does not specifically say necrotic.
Okay.
Whoa,
Nice.
that's nuts.
You're causing him to rust, essentially.
Yeah.
All right.
I like it.
All right.
Cool.
I'm done.
Okay, so now anytime anybody hits him,
Yeah, so I'm going to say, just for flavor, that I point my finger at him and you see me sort of say this low-pitched, I sort of say this, something of that sort of a scary sound, and you see this small amount of glow around him for a moment.
well, it doesn't matter if they know or not. He automatically takes a d8 extra damage anytime he gets hit, whether they're aware of what's going on or not. Just flavor.
So,
Drudge.
sorry, I have a question. Since we all know each other and we've been traveling together, we have a
Yes.
fairly good idea of each other's abilities.
Yes.
Okay. Because, yes.
Yeah, you've probably seen him do this before.
Okay. So we could surmise, we know the effects of what he's done then, basically.
Right.
Because that, whether or not Jacques really knows what it is doing, you said, regardless, it will take the extra damage, but that will still change what Jacques might do if he doesn't quite understand exactly what just happened. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, and Pam's like, yeah, McRib, that was so tight. Yeah, bro.
Thank you, Pam.
You're welcome. Thanks for saying it right.
Okay. So I'm going to attack the Clockwork Huntsman with my longsword. And I'm going to expend a spell slot.
So you can't. I believe you can decide to do that after you figure out whether you hit or not, right?
I like your thinking,
Yeah,
Jacques.
roll first. Smite. Oh no. Good thing you pointed that out, Leland. He doesn't hit you guys.
Yeah. Oh. 7.
7 total?
Yeah.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah.
He ducked right out of your range, and it went right just next to him. Not even close.
Wasn't even close. I just...
You, closed your eyes and swung.
Yeah.
It would help if our support character supported us.
Oh, but see, I already. Oh my gosh, it's
Wait,
hard.
This is why
Am I the
everyone
support
hates
character?
Bards!
Listen, it's hard to judge when to use it because this is my first time ever playing anything good. But it's also I also have to say it before Emily says it's a miss.
Say what?
I have to say that I'm giving him bardic inspiration.
Right, but that's because you're focusing on the reaction way you use it, right? If
It's a bonus action.
if you give us if on your turn, right? So if you use it like this the regular way, right?
On
Not
my
what's-
actual turn, I need to give it to him so that he has it in his.
Yes, and he can
Yeah.
choose to use it whenever he wants, right? It lasts a certain
Yes.
amount of time.
Okay, fine. Gosh, you guys. Sorry.
I'm not sure how.
Way to
long
railroad
it lasts.
the whole operation here.
Sorry. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long it actually lasts. Because like if it
I
lasts,
think it was like 10 minutes.
It's for 10 minutes, so as long as he uses it in the next 10 minutes. Yeah.
I was gonna say if it was longer, that would be even better because we would have it continuing through this tower.
It's hard
too,
for
but-
me to judge. It's
No,
we
I
will
get
have
you.
it for this fight.
And you only have
this
3.
fight.
which
That's
you
what I'm
said, right?
saying. There's got to be more fights. Okay.
Don't you have any healing spells, though?
Yeah.
I do as well.
Okay.
I have
just
some
checking.
healing.
The Clockwork Huntsman is going to bring his axe down on McRibben's head. Maybe. Oh, probably not. 11. 11 does not hit McRibben. The Clockwork Huntsman is going to bring his axe down, and McRibben is going to very easily dodge his axe. And then the Clockwork Hound is going to bound over and all the way back, and he's got a grudge against McRibben, so he's going to try and take a bite out of him.
Scruff, McGruff, Chicago, Illinois.
6, 6, 5, 2.
Take a bite out of crime. Thank you, Elena. That was good teamwork.
18 hit McRibben. Oh, it does. An 18 hits McRibben.
It does.
He's going to latch onto your leg and just take a big old chomp out. Ooh, that is 22 points of damage.
That's piercing damage.
Piercing damage.
Okay, so I do have heavy armor mastery, so I do take 3 less when wearing heavy armor. Bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage to you from non-magical weapons is reduced by 3, so that's 19 points total.
Chomps onto your leg and it dents into your armor and it causes damage by the piercing point into the armor and denting the armor. Jacques.
This is quite the pickle you have gotten us into. So I'm gonna jump down off of this stupid gear.
Pretty sure it's your fault.
No, this could not be Jacques' fault. It makes no sense. And so I've just got both my whips, and from reach, from like 10 feet away, I'm gonna whip this hound. So I do have 2 weapon fighting, so I'll use my bonus action to do the second attack as well. Yikes, that's a 12 and a 7.
12 hits.
Oh, okay. Thank goodness. And I do get my Schneck attack, which is only 1d6.
And I get a +8. Oh no, which one are you hitting?
The dog. Yeah.
Okay,
plus the
okay.
D8.
It's on the other one.
No, you marked the dog, right?
No, I marked
He
the,
marked
I
the huntsman.
Huntsman.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm... Oh. Okay, well. Sorry, I misunderstood. Because I would have attacked with whatever you marked. But okay, so on the dog, then I got 9 slashing and... Yeah, 9 slashing.
Okay. You finally hit the dog. Good job. Pam!
Pam whips out
Pam!
her lute.
Now's not the time for music, Pam!
And she whispers and sings these healing words over to Drudge. And uses healing word. So he can get a d4 plus 3. Spellcasting ability modifier? Does that just mean my charisma modifier?
Yeah.
Okay, so plus 3. So d4 plus 3. A 1 plus 3. I'm rolling real great tonight. So you get 4 health back.
All right.
McRibben. The huntsman and the hound are right next to you.
Well, I would attack the hound for, doing some major damage, but I think since I just marked the other one, I'm going to take my great axe and sort of leap into the air and try to bring it right down on his head. That would be a 19 to hit.
That's hits him.
14 points of damage.
Ooh, that's a good hit. That's including the D8.
Yep.
He's starting to look a little worse for wear.
Okay.
Been around the block a couple times.
And I'm going to look down at the dog and try to catch its eye and sort of snarl at it.
It pays you no attention. Drudge.
All right. I'm gonna try to attack the huntsman again.
Get him! Get him, Drudge!
I'm done with this die. This is absurd.
Why are you using the same one? Where's your attack?
That's 8 to hit.
8 does not hit. You whiff. Again, he just dodges right out of the way of your hit. He saw it coming.
Yeah.
He knew exactly what you're going to do, and he moved at exactly the right time to just dodge that hit.
All right.
It's now the huntsman's turn. And since he's... Can't tell, but he's laughing at you now, Drudge. And he's going to try and hit you.
Oh, Drudge will remember that.
18.
That's a miss.
So he swings his axe around, and he's overconfident, and he just right next to you. He's trying to do some fancy move, and just barely missed you.
Ha 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 ha.
It's now the hound's turn, and the hound is going to try and bite McRibben.
That was a pretty Romanian laugh, if I've ever heard one.
I've been practicing.
No, you stupid puppy! You attack me, huh?
And a 12 does not hit McRibben, so that the hound snaps on air as McRibben pulls his leg out just at the last second. Back up to Jacques.
Jacques, you can do it!
How large is this hound? Is it a medium-sized creature?
Are you gonna try to ride him? Jacques, don't do
I
it!
was gonna try to get on it, yeah.
I knew where you were going before you even said it.
Well, okay, so what I'm thinking here is I think maybe I want to jump on it and maybe find like a crevice or something I can jam this dynamite into.
It is medium.
It's medium, okay.
How big is this bumhole? Medium?
So it surprisingly doesn't have one,
Ah,
as mechanical creatures don't poo.
Well, that's just preposterous. I mean, there's something to be said about
Unbelievable.
accurate anatomy, regardless of whether or not you need it to function. It's just ridiculous.
I'm quite concerned about why you feel a mechanical creature needs an extra hole in it.
For dynamite, naturally.
Yeah, for dynamite.
dynamite hole.
All right, I would like to try to get on this thing. Pamela, get ready with the lightning!
Give me a dex throw.
Like an acrobatics.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, you get on it.
Okay. Is there like someplace I can like jam this dynamite stick into that won't like immediately fly out?
It has kind of a little bit of a seam in between its neck and its back, and each one of its joints there is like a little bit of a space, a little gap, like armor would have.
Okay. Probably not really that big though, right?
If it's looking down, the seam on its back of its neck is a little bigger when it looks down.
Can I give it the old reach around and try to just shove it down his throat?
Yeah, give me a... Let's do a sleight of hand.
Okay, I can do that. Ooh, a natural 20, so 27
Ah.
total.
Yeah, it opens its mouth to bite. Like its mouth is still open from trying to bite whoever it was trying to bite last, McRibben, I think. And just as it's before it gets a chance to close its mouth, you shove the dynamite inside.
Okay.
The unlit dynamite.
Yeah, I know,
is now
okay.
in the dog.
Pamela, hit me with the lightning! And I guess that's it. That's all I got.
I have to hit him in the dynamite in the mouth.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I don't have any fire. I can't light this thing.
Hold on, let me.
Yeah, press
You don't have
digitation.
Tinder on you?
I don't.
Pam has prestidigitation.
Hold on, let me look it up.
A flint and a stone or something?
I can create sparks.
Prestidigitation can create a fire.
Just let me read the spell for myself. I have to be within 10 feet.
Just
Oh,
hit
is
the
that
fucking thing with lightning. God
1,
damn it.
2, 3, 4.
You can't move in that cast, though.
I can't move and then cast.
Yeah, yes you can. Yes you can.
You can?
Yeah.
Why not?
You can move in action or action to move, or move part and action and move part.
Yeah, I'm moving 30 feet, so I'm 10 feet away from this beast. And I'm instantly lighting a small campfire. No, I'm just kidding.
So, you moved your entire movement?
So I'm going to move 25, so I'm 10 feet away. Cast a little fire in this doggy's mouth, and then move 5 back.
Okay, you see a little spark.
What?
You see you see just a little spark. That's all you can see. That's all you can tell what's going on.
Pam and I suggest you get back.
It's lit. Get out of there. It's lit, kids.
McRibben, it's your turn.
All right. Do I need to do some kind of a check to realize what's going on? I mean, I heard him yell to light it, and I saw this spark, right?
No. Well, you weren't looking at the dog, were you?
I
believe you attacked the huntsman last time.
Yeah, but they're both within 5 feet of me, so my question would be, do I have some kind of a roll for a perception possible?
Give me a perception. Yes, give me a perception check.
16.
You think you saw something going on out of the corner of your eye, but... I mean, you did hear them say, it's lit.
Yeah, I said it several times because it's such cool lingo.
You don't know exactly what's lit, but something is lit.
It's lit in here.
This whole tower is lit.
I'm going to, no, I don't know the lingo, so I'm going to assume it's something bad. I did see you guys get some kind of explosives you were talking about earlier that I did see you steal from the chest. So I will glance over and...
I mean, I'm still on the freaking dog.
Right. Yeah, by the way, you're on the dog. And
You are on the dog.
I am going to look down, I believe I'm going to realize what is going on, and I'm going to try to dash. I know there'll be opportunity attacks involved, but
On both of them.
I'm going to try to dash. Basically, well, let me do it this way. I'm just going to go ahead and attack, and then I'm going to run. So let me do that.
Wait, don't let the dog bite you. The stick will fall out of his mouth.
Well, my choices are potentially being bit and dying, or being blown into many pieces. I think
Now he's got exploding bite.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the big guy. What is he? Huntsman. And I'm gonna sort of throw him over in between myself and the dog. That's what I'm gonna try to do first. So you want me to give you opposing strength checks?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. That's 22.
Oh yeah, you move him.
Okay.
He is now in
so
between
essentially
you
I'm
and the dog.
I'm just sort of pushing him in between, and then I'm going to make my movement and run the other way 30 feet.
Which way are you running? Are you running towards the east, away from the stairs?
I'm going away from the stair, as far away from the dog. Hopefully, wherever the dog is, I have the huntsman in between me and the dog, and I'm going the opposite direction.
Okay, so the huntsman will get an opportunity attack because he is now blocking the dog, so the dog does not get one.
That was smart.
That's a 22 to hit.
That is.
So as you grab him and you put him in between you and the dog, and as you start to run, he's going to take his axe and swing it around and swipe at your back. And he just barely got you for 4 points of damage. Slashing damage. So that's -3, so that's 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Whew.
All right.
Okay, Drudge, what are you going to do?
I'm going to put my hands over my ears, too.
Drudge, give me a perception check to see if you notice all the shenanigans.
Oh no.
This is absurd.
He has not rolled.
Oh,
good.
no, never mind. Sorry. I'm blind.
Oh, I thought it was a 1.
It's 17.
So you are facing them. You're facing the dog and the huntsman, and you notice the dynamite stick go in there, and you notice a little spark of it being lit inside the dog's mouth.
Okay.
It's lit.
I think I'm gonna.
And you hear her say that.
I love it.
I think I'm gonna mimic what McRibben did. That seemed like a pretty good thing to do. So I'm gonna try and move this huntsman in between me and the hound, and I'm gonna take off in the direction.
You don't really need to do that because he's not blocking your way.
Okay. Sure.
So you could take an attack and then run. Or disengage.
How does disengage work? It prevents their
that
opportunity
is your action.
attack?
Yeah, it does.
Can I still move?
Yes.
You're not used to all this up close combat.
I know. I'm used to slinging mage hand
You're used to being squishy.
from the back. Yeah, I think I'll disengage and take off. I'm hurting.
The huntsman is sad to see you go.
Where are we going?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because that dynamite's gonna blow them both sky high.
What's your movement?
So I'm gonna move in the direction of McRibben, so to the east.
Before you do that, you are the hound would get an opportunity attack still because you are engaged with both of them.
So it's disengaging negates all opportunity attacks.
I thought it only negated
No,
one.
it's all of them.
Okay, never mind. Go on. Run. Run, you little weenie boy.
I didn't eat my Count Chocula this morning. Oh, ha, ha.
Yeah, so the huntsman has a speed of 40.
He doesn't want to hang around and see what happens when the dynamite blows up?
He's not at all concerned about the dog. He's just gonna run up here, get up in McRibben's face.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Ooh.
Because I'm still on this dog.
You would, wouldn't you?
All right.
Yes, take your attack of
I'm
opportunity.
gonna try get it with my
Jack.
whip. Oh, that's only a 12. Gosh, ugh.
You just missed him. He starts running, and you're like, wait a second, and you flick out your whip, and the end of the whip goes tick, right behind him. And he runs over and gets up in McRibben's face, and he swings his axe for 13, which I believe is a miss.
That is a miss.
The hound, now with Jacques on top of him, is going to try and snap at Jacques. He's going to try and throw him off. So I will do an athletics check against your dex check, whichever one dex you want to do.
Okay.
Is he gonna open his mouth? Or is the mouth gonna be closed?
23.
He's trying to just throw him off, and I got a natural 20.
Oof.
So is that like
So
trump mine?
Jacques is going to go flying. Yeah, because I got a +7, so it's a 20.
Oh.
Yikes!
So I just fall off?
You fall off, but you go up in the air first, and I think that would be the hound's action, but it's a d6 per 10 feet of falling, right?
Yeah.
I think you're going to take a d6 halved of damage. Take 3 points of damage
Jesus.
falling off the
That
hound.
was a 6. Dang. But he wanted off anyway, so thanks.
That's true. So do I fall in like a random direction?
Yeah, so I will roll a d4, and I'll tell you which way you fall. North, south, either east or west.
Okay.
So you fall towards the south, which would be down the screen.
Okay, so I'm still next to it though.
Yeah.
It's just
5
kind of
feet
like buck me off. I imagine I had
Yeah.
like my one whip around like its neck, trying to like hold on to it like a bridle or something.
And just like a bull, it bucked you off.
So is that me? Are we back to the top with me now?
Yes, Jacques,
Ooh.
it is your turn.
Okay. We're gonna piece it. All right, I'll just use my the old goblin-y nimble escape and bonus action to disengage. Run away. Back to the electric ball thing. I guess I could still try to lightning him, right? So I'm gonna try to lightning him again with my action.
So you're going to touch the sphere?
Yeah, I'm putting my hand on it, just like the 2 times before.
Okay. Give me an attack roll. As soon as you reach out to touch the sphere, you hear that whispering again, too.
Okay, that's also intriguing me. 14.
14 hits it.
5 lightning damage.
Bam!
Oh man.
It has not gone boom boom yet. What is this?
Jacques, what's going on?
I would get away from Allah.
Okay. So Pam backs up next to Jacques.
Come and do these shocky.
Yeah, okay. So Pam cocks an arrow in her hand crossbow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can reach. I reach back. My left hand, I'm touching the shocky, and I let an arrow go.
Okay, you also hear the staticky, whispery noise.
Ooh.
You just can't quite make it out, but it's kind of like a tingle in your ear.
Oh.
Give me
Jacques!
an attack roll.
Jacques, it's tingling. Oh, my attack is crap. My attack is 5.
Oh, fuck.
But as a bonus action, I'm gonna...
Well, you missed the hound.
Yeah.
You missed the hound, and it flies off and it hits the back wall.
Okay.
And there's now there's a little scorch mark on the back wall.
Ooh, it was shocky. As my bonus action... Oh, maybe I need to count the distance. Do I need to count the distance between me and Drudge? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, I'm good. I'm gonna inspire him with my bardic inspiration as a bonus action. So within the next 10 minutes, he gets an inspiration die, a d6, and he can use it before you've decided a success or failure on either an attack roll, a skill check, or a saving throw.
Okay.
So I can just add a d6 to an
Yeah.
attack
To the
roll,
D20.
potentially?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Or an ability check or a saving throw.
Okay.
I feel like you're hurting.
Well, the dice are not being kind to Drudge tonight.
McRibben?
Okay. It's time to take this huntsman down. I'm going to pull out I still have my great axe. I'm going to spin around and with both hands, I'm going to swing right across his midsection and try to take him in half. Oh, crit! Crit!
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How we doing crits?
So you get the max damage for the one and then roll the die for the other.
Okay, so I will also use my Divine Smite in this. That won't give me any extra there, but my Battle Axe...
Might help you out.
My Great Axe does 12 damage.
Okay.
Plus 3, so 15. Alright, let's say we
Okay.
add that. And then I get an additional D8 because of the Oath of Despair. So that's another 7.
Nice.
And then, let's see, it's 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I get Divine Smite as an additional 2d8. So what am I at now? 15?
So I believe the smite dice also get doubled on a normal crit. I don't know how Emily wants to do it.
That works.
She's like, kill these guys already.
So you did 15, then you did 7.
And then I'll roll 2d8. And that's a 7 and a 4.
So that's 11 total.
So was that your smite damage you rolled twice?
Oh no, I only rolled it once, so you're saying I get to roll it again. So yeah, that's another... Ooh, double 8s. So another 16. Yes.
Whoa!
What?
Yes.
You're a level 3. This is absurd.
Well, I have my Mark of Despair, I rolled a crit, and I get to double my Divine Smite, so yeah.
It just took us 10 rounds to stack that, Elena.
That's-
Okay, I think it's okay.
So that's another 16 on top of the 33, right?
Yes, I need McRibben and Drudge to both give me dex saving throws.
Okay.
As you see, what do you have, an axe?
Yeah.
The
Great
axe goes into the chest of this huntsman, and it explodes.
Oh, shit.
Oh, did you put this boom boom stick in it too? No?
The mayor told you it's unlucky to destroy these
You
things.
said it was a dex saving throw, or a...
Dex saving throw.
Okay, 7.
Drudge.
So I got a 6, and I used the Bardic Inspiration, which brought it up to an 8.
Oh, guys. You both take 13 points of fire damage.
I have 1 left.
Ain't dead yet.
Wow.
Well, the good news is the huntsman is down.
He did.
So I pull the great axe out, I swing across his chest, I go,
Return to your maker.
and cut it across, split him in half. The explosion comes back, blows me back a couple feet. I catch myself, I don't fall to the ground prone. But I'm pretty badly burnt. My face and my hair are singed.
Where is this? Jacques, I need you to roll me 4d10.
25.
So, for a 20-foot radius around the hound, there is a fireball, essentially. And the hound takes 25 points of damage, but it is still standing.
Oh my goodness.
What? Jacques, why didn't it work?
It did work. Did you not see the fireball?
I'm glad you fell off it. That was scary.
Do not worry, Pamela.
The hound's turn, and the hound is going to go after the person that just killed its master.
Phew.
Yeah, whew.
And it's going to attempt to take a bite out of
How
McRibben.
many points
Glad that
does
wasn't
McRibben
Drudge.
have left?
Oh, you got lucky, McRibben. That's only a 14.
Awesome.
So it ran up to you, but it's kind of jerky now. Its movements aren't as smooth, and it goes to bite you, and it just misses, and its mouth doesn't quite close all the way now. Jacques.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm just going to move up about 30 feet, so I'm like within 20-ish feet of it, and I'm going to holster my whips, and I'm just going to cast Chilling Touch on this guy. It's just a wee little cantrip. Chill Touch, not Chilling Touch. All right, I just make a spell attack. Oh, that is a natural 20. So just 1d8 necrotic. So I gotta max the first d8 and just roll.
Yes.
14 necrotic damage.
It shivers a bit. Still going.
If it I can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn, but this
Okay.
ghostly skeletal hand is like grabbed onto it. And that's all I got.
Drudge gets a little bit excited by this ghostly hand that's dealing necrotic damage.
Is that a long sword in your pocket, or are you just happy to see my hand?
No, it's a boom boom.
Pam!
Ah! What do I do, guys? I'm not used to this useless character. Oh, man. How many hit points did you say you had left, McRibs?
I have a whopping 1. I'm not looking very well.
So I can tell by looking at you, you look like crud. Okay. I'm going to...
You gotta lay on some buffs and some debuffs.
I'm working on it. I gotta be able to touch you guys, and I'm too far away.
You could put us all to sleep so that we at least die peacefully.
Take a short rest, get some hit die back.
I can only get up to where Jacques is in my movement. Ugh. I was wanting to upcast heroism and touch you guys. Dang it. How does this dog look?
It's looking pretty beat up. Its movements are jerky. It's not doing well.
Does it look like an electric bolt would off him or no? What does Pam think?
It's hard to tell.
Gosh, you're the worst
take
DM
him.
ever.
He's also a little hard to see from where you are because he's on the other side of these gears, which are 5 feet off the floor and 5 feet thick.
Take him to the Electric Avenue.
I guess you can see under the gear. If you like duck down under the gear, you can see it.
Electric Avenue. How far does a hand crossbow shoot? Between 30 and 120. Okay.
Above 30, I think it's going to be disadvantaged.
It's disadvantage.
Oh, for frig's sake. And there's gears in the way. Okay, I can move 30. I can't do shock, guys! Ugh.
Well, if you duck down, you can shock it under the gears.
But it'd still be disadvantage.
Well, you have a line of sight to it. I wouldn't think it would be disadvantage if you duck
Well,
down.
it's a disadvantage over 30.
Yeah, but you don't have to use your crossbow. You could just
No, yeah.
use... Yeah, right.
What am I
was
gonna
just
use?
flourishing nothing. It just
hand?
comes out of your hand.
The electric comes out of my hand.
Yeah, it like flows through you. I was just using my whip being showy.
Oh, I thought I
to
had to use a weapon.
Electric
No,
Avenue.
sorry.
For crying out loud, you guys. Okay.
It was neat.
So I don't have disadvantage. I can crouch down and roll an attack. Nat 20 baby! So many
Oh,
crits
man.
in this. Are you kidding me? I crit. So does that mean I get 2d12?
Tell me how you're doing this.
What do you mean?
You killed it.
Tell me exactly what you're doing here.
A beaver pops out.
Explain it to me.
I crouch down. I get a line of sight. I hum Electric Avenue. I put my hand on the orb. And I don't know, dramatically like sing electricity out my hand to this hound.
Okay, roll your damage.
Let's hear some Eddie Grant.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
That's the guy who sings Electric Avenue.
Okay. I know that song. I don't know the scene. So I get to roll 2d12, or I take a 12 and then I roll 1.
Correct. Second word. Wait. 12 plus rolling another 12.
12 plus 10, 22
Nice.
damage.
The dog. Oh, crap. I need Drudge and Mixlican to give me dex saves.
Please save yourselves, please.
By McSlicken, you mean McRibben?
Oh,
Yeah.
that is a good plug for my
Yeah,
friend.
I thought you were saying McSlicken. I'm like, oh, I'm safe.
What type of save is it?
Dex.
Dex,
Okay.
as you jump out of the way of the fireball that the dog has become.
And if you,
I feel like fire doesn't like charisma either, though. Sure, you don't want it to be a charisma.
you
save?
rolled good.
Fire? No. Fire is very charismatic. That's the only way we humans survive is because we love fire so much.
Yeah,
I want to hear what yours is before I roll my.
mine's an 18.
All right, here we go. 14.
Oh, you both managed to dodge far enough and get away, so you
Woo!
only take half damage.
Oh. Hold on.
Celebrated too early.
Which is,
Can I use
5
my
points
can
of
I
damage.
use
I'm
my
down.
cutting words?
I don't know.
what does that do?
My cutting words lets me use bardic inspiration as a reaction to subtract a d6 from a creature's roll.
Is that an action to do that, though?
It's a reaction. It's my
It's
reaction.
from a
Yeah.
creature's roll, though. It
Yeah.
wasn't a creature's roll.
Well, she's about to roll attack damage to make it half damage. Does that not?
I don't
No.
believe it can't subtract from the damage. It would be like a d20 roll, same as like when you give us the positive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like giving a disadvantage, but it's just a negative. It's like a bless, but opposite.
So McRibben
No.
is not available anymore.
Oh, McRibster. Sorry, what was the damage we took, Em?
5,
All right. I'm just hanging on by a thread.
and you're out of initiative.
If I didn't kill him, I could have. Yeah.
Okay,
I had to kill him.
I'm going to.
Who
do
killed
do you
the
have healing?
huntsman?
We're out of initiative.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look over and I see McRibben laying kind of motionless on the floor. I'm going to lay on hands on him and heal him.
Now, before you do that, you see I have a smile on my face laying there because I've now finally found peace. And then you lay your hands on me,
Oh my gosh.
and I open my eyes, and I look really depressed and sad again.
Oh no. Thematic, I like it.
I mean, I could lay on hands myself, I guess, if it upsets you that much.
Hey, no one
you
wants to see
wouldn't
you
know
lay
that
on
until
hands.
after you lay hands on me.
I heal him for, let's say, 7 points of damage.
Okay.
I have a total of 15 that I can use.
McRibben, mon ami, you are alive!
Oh,
Boy, it was very unlucky of you two guys to kill them machines, no?
Yes.
You should not have woken them up.
Guys, did you see me? I killed him. I got him. I lit the dynamite. I shot the dog. You guys suck. And I rule.
Oh, Pamela, I mounted the beast!
I mean, that was very dangerous, and you're worse than my kids.
I'm gonna heal myself as well. I can do that with lay on hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Drudge, perhaps you do that in private, no?
So I'll spend 7 on myself as well.
Is laying on hands like a cantrip for you guys, or is it a spell?
It's just an ability.
Oh, dang. That's awesome.
We have 15 points to distribute per long rest. And I will also give myself an additional 8 points.
Hey, Jacques,
Mm-hmm.
give me a perception check, please.
11.
Okay.
What about Pam? Can Pam perceive things? She touched the electricity too.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Plus, she's the real jack of all trades. 15.
For just a split second, you see that same creature again right above the sphere. Little creature, kind of blue-gray, real thin, long ears, crackling with static electricity. He's there and he's gone.
Okay.
And Drudge and McRibben don't see this.
Nope.
Amala, did you hear the tingles? I heard a voice from the orb.
There's like a little goblin guy, kind of like you, but really tiny. He's blue.
Yes, and very ugly.
Very ugly. Not like my little handsome boy, Jacques.
You are too kind.
And I like pinch his cheeks.
That hurts quite a bit.
And I like fix his hair. Like a mom does.
Like lick your fingers.
Yeah,
and,
I like
comb.
lick your fingers and like put that like alfalfa down in the back. Guys, can we go up the stairs now?
And that's our show. Our intro and outro music was created by Josh Jarvis. For your own musical inquiries, contact jamesmercymusic@gmail.com. All other music and ambient noise is courtesy of tabletopaudio.com. The Incursible Party is sponsored by Critical Hit Design. Visit criticalhitdesign.com for all of your graphic design needs. You can find more info on the characters and world at incursibleparty.com. Enjoying the show? Have any questions or rules corrections? Email us. contact@incursibleparty.com or reach out on social media. The Incursible Party on Facebook and Instagram, @IncursiblePar on Twitter, using the hashtag AfterPartyIP for a shout out during our behind the screen after party episodes that drop every 4th release. Happy adventuring!